All right. So, any questions? Nothing's off limits.
This may be a bit specific, but I think recently, so with being engaged now and stuff like that, I've been seeking God's leading on her visa situation. It may take a year for her to have a visa. There's protection issues over there. I feel like I'm not hearing the Spirit's voice super clearly. So in a way, it's a hearing the Spirit's voice question. But we've prayed and fasted. We've tried to hear the Spirit's voice on what are we supposed to do. And then there's the practical component too of, I mean, I could go over there and I have a hospital that would have me, but I would have to fundraise and be fully supported my first year of marriage. I know there's a lot of people with a lot of wisdom on this topic in here, so I thought it would be a good one to ask. So one of my big questions is, would you be fully supported your first year of marriage, or would you recommend a normal job where you can make income? If it's kind of like I'm almost being, I would just love her to get her visa and then come here and we could be here for a few years before launching, but it's not working that way very easily. So I'm kind of forced into either waiting a long time with her at risk or going there and being fully supported the first year of marriage. So I don't know if you guys have any thoughts or anything I should do to try to hear the Spirit's voice better on this, but yeah, it's on my mind a lot.
What do y'all think, church?
I got some thoughts, but I'll wait.
Okay.
Ryan, man, we talked a little bit about this at the last couple churches, and I don't want to say this, but I'm a little concerned because you met her in August. It's a cross-cultural relationship, and so if the Lord is slowing things down, that would make me, this I don't know that I'm speaking about from the Spirit right now, or if this is just wisdom, but it would make me more comfortable because
Mm-hmm.
like this is one of the most important decisions you will ever make, and you cannot get out of it. You are in a commitment to love this person and serve this person no matter who they are or what they do, and we all marry strangers. Like, you're not going to know this person until you're already in it. So like the more time and advice you get from other people in the community, like the safer you are. Especially like we got teammates, right, from Korea, and that, like, they're just teammates, but the amount of like cross-cultural stuff that's going on there is huge. um, and expectations and understanding of what marriage is, and like all of that stuff is going to be way more complicated. Uh, the
Yeah.
same with having, yeah, locals here. So I'm talking too long, but yeah, if I'd say that if you're not hearing from the Spirit about it, then take the wisdom route and say, like, okay, let's slow down and
Okay.
see what path opens up.
Yeah. So maybe not launching there full time to speed it up, um, but rather waiting longer for the visa. You're,
Maybe.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I feel like, there have been several times in our lives where we have a plan, what we
mm-hmm,
want to do, and God has a different plan. And it normally is going to take longer for God's plan. But here's the thing is, if you're not getting the visa and you've been praying and fasting and it's still not coming,
mm-hmm,
that is a gift. God is giving you a gift. You got to figure out what it is, but it is a gift because it's
yeah,
not going the way you want it to. There's got to
mm-hmm,
be a reason why. No.
Yeah.
yeah. And it's not getting sped up. So the visa will probably come through, but it's probably going to be a year or two for the visa. So the question now is, does God want me to launch over there and do what he's been calling me to do for a long time, to do the medical mission and gospel work among the unreached right away, which will also preserve her a little bit culturally, or to wait here and prepare. So I think Jonathan and Deb, you guys have really good thoughts on that. Thank you.
Yeah, one of the surefire ways of seeing if God wants you to be full-time support is start raising support.
Yeah.
And when your support comes in to the fullest, you will know. Probably, okay, not definitively, but when people want to go full-time ministry, I think one of the ways that God affirms that is by fundraising.
Got it.
And so and I feel very safe in saying this to you, Ryan, because normally it takes a while for people to get 100% fundraised, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
The other side of me says time is on your side. Don't rush anything. When we try to make stuff happen, it usually goes poorly. So
Got it.
Yeah.
don't rush.
There's a in the ancient texts, there's a piece of thing that I liked. It says, Ryan, it says, prepare your work outside, get everything ready for yourself in the field, and after that, build your house. Proverbs 24:27.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dropping wisdom.
Yeah, I was reviewing some verses this morning on the sovereignty of God. Proverbs 16:9, the mind of a man plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps.
Yeah, and just speaking from a female perspective and experience, when I met Chuck, we were in Korea. He came back to the States and he was in Kentucky. And when I married him, I lived with him in Kentucky, and my parents moved to Turkey. And it was very traumatic for me to be without my family.
Yeah.
Super traumatic. And that was same culture, basically.
Yeah.
And so there are some elements there of the leaving and the cleaving that, are probably, I don't know what it is. I'm sure the family culture there is way different than the US,
Yeah.
But there is something to be said about whatever's going on, that maybe that's part of it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but
Ryan, do you feel any pressure from anyone, including yourself, to hurry up the process?
A little bit, just because of safety reasons, probably from myself and from her father, who said that there's a family that's hated them in the past. And once it becomes well known, like, she's also very poor and lives in just a poor part of town with a lot of crime. So just makes me feel like, okay, I've had the thought go through my head every night. What if she's kidnapped? What if something happens to her and I could have done something? So I know God will protect her, and she says the same thing, but it's just, it is hard for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, beware of fear.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. That's a great question.
Thanks. Thank you for your wisdom.
are you guys doing premarital counseling at all?
Yeah, we're going to do that. We haven't really started it yet. Jim has done Man Mission Meet with us, and I've just asked Jim a lot of questions, but I want to do that. And I think too, leaving and cleaving is going to be very difficult for her. So even like getting a professional counselor might be the best, because I've just noticed like she's constantly on the phone with her mentor's wife. I don't know that she's going to be able to leave that very easily. I foresee the same thing happening here. Like, she's going to be constantly on the phone with these people, and she's never really going to cleave fully. So
Good.
Yeah, I do think that it would be wise to get good counsel from somebody who does marriage counseling with dual culture. That might
Yeah.
because it's like I think this just if it was just you were marrying somebody who's from the U.S., that would be okay to get but you've definitely got a unique circumstance, and
Yeah.
not everybody understands all the nuances. So
Would you recommend like one of the workers over there do it, or would you like find a biblical counselor who specializes in that kind of thing?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just wouldn't go to like Chuck and Deb or Jim and Rolinda or like somebody who's only experienced
Yeah.
US to US. I don't think you're gonna really get what you need as much.
Okay. That's good to know. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a beggars can't be choosers kind of situation. I think you're going to find the number of people who have that experience is pretty small, and it's going to limit your options.
Yeah. Do you know anybody, Ryan, who's married to where there's cross cultural?
I know a few, but they're not like a lot older than me. Daniel Ingles' sister married a Pakistani, so I've talked with her about it and the cultural differences and stuff like that. But I don't know anyone who's a really good counselor who's married to another Pakistani.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that they necessarily have to be a great counselor. They just, having had a similar experience, they can probably give you wisdom.
I have access to a network where I can find you a counselor that specializes in this if you want. I don't want to do it though unless you're interested.
No, I'd be very interested. Yeah, because I've been looking. I talked with Will Smith about this, and he mentioned the same thing. But no one just knows. No one's known anyone, so it's been hard to find.
How do I contact you? On email? You're on the email thing, right?
Email's great. Yeah, I can also text you my phone number if you want, or email you my phone number.
Okay, perfect. You're making some bold moves. I'm proud of you, Ryan.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, the Lord has really spoken in this. I have no doubt the Lord has said to marry Faustina, but the timing is still just a lot of trying to figure it out. I don't have complete clarity from the Lord on the timing. Although
God told me to marry my wife, and I didn't get to marry her until 7 years later.
Wow.
Whoa, it's
I was
like
also
Jacob.
teenager at the time.
Wow.
It's a manly adventure for both of you.
Yeah.